everyone, Monisha here. In this video, I will be completing exercise 3.1. So this is the easier section, exercise 3.1. Next, some tedious problems will come in the further exercises. Exercise 3.2 is not there for this year. 3.3 and 3.4 is there. So please concentrate till the end. And please write the notes and practice it daily. Let us start the session. So let us move on to the first exercise, that is exercise 3.1. Here in the first question, there are 4 sub-questions. We need to find out the radian measures corresponding to the following degree measures. In the question, they have given the degree measures where we have to convert this degree measure into radian measure. So we know that the conversion is, if degree is given, in order to convert degree into radian, we need to multiply it with pi by 180. So if we want to convert the radian into degree, then the reverse form, that is 180 by pi we have to do. Okay. So here the first question is 25 degree. So we need to convert 25 degree to radian measures. Okay. So when we need to convert a degree into radian, we need to multiply it with a pi by 180. Okay. So 25 into pi by 180. When we multiply the given degree into pi by 180, it will change into radian. Okay. So here 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15, here 3 will be carry, so 5 6 are 30. So 5 into pi is 5 pi, divided by, here 36 is there. Therefore 25 degree is equal to 5 pi by 36 radian. So this is the way of converting degree into radian. So this 25 degree is also equal to 5 pi by 36 radian. I hope you understood this. So moving on to the second one, here a little bit twist is given there. That is, instead of only degree, they have given minutes also. So one dash specifies minutes. If there is double dash, then it specifies seconds. Okay. So first what we have to do is, we need to convert the whole thing into a complete degree. So how we need to do that? We know that 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is half a revolution in a clock, right? So half an hour. So minus 47 to half. This half signifies half an hour for this 30 minutes. So this is in a mixed fraction. We need to change it into a proper fraction. So 2 into 47 is 94. So 2 into 47 is 94. 94 plus 1 is 95. So minus 47 and half will convert into minus 95 by 2 degree. Okay. So here degree with the minutes is given. First we need to convert the whole thing into a degree form. So 30 minutes is also equal to half an hour. So 47 degree to half. So that is 47 and half in a mixed fraction we need to write. So if it is in a mixed fraction, we can't convert it into radian. So therefore I will be converting the mixed into proper fraction. So how we need to do that? First we need to multiply it. So 2 into 47 is 94. 94 plus 1 is 95. So minus is there. So therefore minus 95 by 2 degree. So next we need to convert this degree into radian. We know that in order to convert degree into radian, we need to multiply it with 180. Right? So next what we have to do, we need to divide it. So 180 I will divide it by 5. So 5 3s are 15, 3 carry, 5 6 are 30. And here also 5 1s are 5, 4 carry, 5 9s are 45. So here the remaining is minus, here minus 19 is there, minus 19, here pi, minus 19 pi by 2 into 36. 2 into 36 is 72. Therefore, so this minus 47 degree 30 minutes is also equal to minus 19 pi by 72 radian. Okay. I hope you understood this. Minus 19 pi by 72 radian. So next third question is 240. So 240 we need to convert it into radian. So 240 into pi by 180. So here a 0 0 get cancels. So 6 3s are 18, 6 4s are 24. So it will be a direct answer, 4 pi by 3. So therefore 240 degree is also equal to 4 pi by 3 radian. So moving on to the last sub question, it is 520 degree. So 520 degree we need to convert it into radian. Therefore multiply it with pi by 180. 520 into pi by 180. Here 0 0 get cancels. Next I will divide the two numbers Okay, it is a into by 2, a factor 2. So 2 2s are 4, 1 carry, 2 6 are 12, here 2 9s are 18. Further calculation is not possible, further division is not possible. Therefore, the remaining is 26 pi by 9. Therefore, 520 degree is equal to, 520. So, 520 degree is equal to 26 pi by 9. So, I hope you understood this. So, this is the way of converting degree into radian. So, when we need to convert degree to radian, okay, so when we need to convert degree to radian, we need to multiply that number by pi by 180. So in the same way, when we need to convert radian to degree in the reverse form, we need to multiply with the reverse of it, that is 180 by pi. Okay, I hope you understood this. Moving on to the second question. Here we need to find out the radian measures, whereas the degree measures will be given. So the first question is 11 by 16. So here 11 by 16 is the radian measure, where we have to convert it into degree measure. So in order to convert radian measure into degree measure, we need to multiply by 180 by pi. So 11 by 16 into 180 by pi. In the question itself they have given, we can convert this pi to 22 by 7. So 11 by 16 into 180. Here 22 by 7, 7 will go to the numerator. So it will be 22 by 7 here. Okay. So next is 4 4s are 16. 4 4s are 16, 2 carry. So 4 5s are 20. 11 1s are 11, 2s are. So the remaining will be 45 into 7 divided by 4 2s are 8. So 7 5s are 35. 7 4s are 28 plus 3 31. So 315 by 8. Up to here we have to do. Later we need to do the division form of it. That is 315 divided by 8. So here 8 3s are 24. The remaining will be 7 and 5 here. So 8 9s are 72. The remainder is 3. So we can convert this 315 into a mixed fraction. So 315 by 8 will become, 8 is already in the denominator. So we have to write 39 3 by 8. So 315 by 8 can be written in a mixed fraction like 39 3 by 8. 8 is already there in the numerator, sorry, denominator. So 315 as 39 into 3 by 8. So now this 39 will become 39 degree and this 3 by 8 will also become 3 by 8 degree. Here 3 by 8 degree is also equal to 3 by 8 into 1 degree. We know that 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So 39 degree plus 3 by 8 into 60, because 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So 39 degree plus 3 by 8. Here we can multiply this one. 3 into 60 will become 180 by 8. So 180 by 8, again we have to take the division form of it. That is 180 divided by 8. So here 8 2s are 16. 2 will be remaining. Again 8 2s are 16. So 4 is the remainder. So we need to write 39 degree plus 180 by 8. 8 is already there. So we need to write 22 4 by 8. Here 4 1s are 4 2s are. Therefore it will become 39 degree plus 22 and half. So here since we have converted the degree into minutes, so this 180 by 8 will be in a minute form. Okay. So it will become 22 minute and 1 by 2 minute it will be. So 39 degree plus 22 minute and again 1 by 2 minute. Again we need to convert this minute into seconds. We know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 39 degree plus 22 minutes plus half into 60 seconds. So now 2 1s are 2 30s are. So it will become 39 degree, 22 minutes and 30 seconds. Therefore 11 by 16 radian is equal to, we can take out this plus symbol here. So it will become 39 degree, 22 minutes and 30 seconds. So this is the way of converting radian into degree. I hope you understood this. The second question is -4. We need to convert -4 radian into degree. So in order to convert radian to degree, we need to multiply it with 180 by pi. Here we can use the pi value, that is 22 by 7. So it will become 180 divided by 2. So this 7 will go to the numerator. So next is 2 2s are 2 11s are. So here 2 into 180 is 360, minus symbol is there. So minus 360 into 7 by 11. Next we need to multiply 360 to 7. So here it will become minus 2520 whole divided by 11. So since a bigger number is there in a fraction form, we need to divide it. So 11, that is 2520 divided by 11. So 11 2s are 22, remaining will be 3, 32. So again 11 2s are 22. Here 10 and a 1 0 is there, we can take it here. So 11 9s are 99. So here since in the denominator already 11 is existing, so it will become minus 2520 will become minus 229 1 by 11. Here minus 229 will be in the form of a degree. So minus 229 degree plus 1 by 11 will become a whole degree. We know that 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So we can convert this degree to minute now. Minus 229 degree plus 1 by 11 into 60 minutes. So here minus 229 degree plus 60 into 1 will be 60 by 11. So again we need to divide 60 by 11. So 11 ones are 11. So 11 5s are 55. Remaining is 5. Since we can't divide 5 here, we will be stopping the fraction form. So it will become minus 229 degree plus 11 is in the denominator. So it will become 5 by 11 minutes. Since we have converted the degree to minute, so that this whole thing will become a minute here. So minus 229 degree plus this 5 will be converted to minute, 5 minutes plus 5 by 11 minutes. So now we need to convert this minute into second. We know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So minus 229 degree plus 5 minutes plus 5 by 11 into 60 seconds. So here minus 229 degree plus 5 minutes. So 5 6 are 30. So 5 into 60 is 300 by 11 seconds. So now we need to divide 300 by 11. So 11 2s are 22. Here 8 remaining. 11 7s are 77. 3 remaining. We can't divide further. So we can stop here. So it will become minus 229 degree plus 5 minutes. 11 is in the denominator. So it will become 27 3 by 11 minutes. So we can write it as minus 229 degree 5 minutes and 22nd 3 by 11. Further we can't do the factorization of it. So 27 minutes you can stop here and write it as nearly, because 27 3 by 11 seconds is existing. So we can write minus 229 degree 5 minutes and 27 seconds nearly or approximately. So this is the degree measure of minus 4 radian. So minus 4 radian is equal to minus 229 degree 5 minutes 27 seconds nearly. So I hope you understood this. Moving on to the third sub question. Here 5 pi by 3 radian is given. So we need to convert 5 pi by 3 radian into degree. So 5 pi by 3 into 180 by pi. So here pi get cancels. We need to multiply 5 into 180. So 500, 5 8s are 40, 4 carry, 5 1s are 5, plus 4 is 9. 9 by 3, that is 900 by 3. So 3 1s are 3 3s are 9. So the conversion of 5 pi by 3 radian is equal to 300 degree. This is the easier one. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the fourth sub question. This is 7 pi by 6 radian. We need to convert it into degree. So 7 pi by 6 into 180 by pi. So here again pi get cancels. We need to multiply 180 to 7. So 7 into 0 is 0. 7 8s are 56. 7 1s are 7 plus 5 is 12. So now 6 2s are 12, 6 1s are 6 and 0 here. So the conversion of 7 pi by 6 radian is equal to 210 degrees. So I hope you understood both the problem. Moving on to the third question. The third question is, a wheel makes 360 revolutions in 1 minute. 360 revolution means a one complete cycle. So this is 360 revolution in 1 minute. Through how many radians does it turn in 1 second? They are asking radian in 1 second. Okay. So here number of revolution made by the wheel in 1 minute is 360. If in 1 minute it is 360, then for 1 second it is 360 divided by 60, because 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. For 1 minute it is 360 revolutions. So for 1 second 360 by 60 it is 6 revolutions. So 6 revolutions for only 1 second. In one complete revolution, the wheel turns an angle of 2 pi radians. Since they have asked us to make it into radian. In one complete revolution, see here, revolution means a one complete cycle. Half of the revolution will be 180 degree and a full revolution will be 180. The complete is 360. We know that pi is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, 2 pi is 2 into 180, which is equal to 360. Therefore, for one complete revolution, the angle is 2 pi radians. Therefore, for 6 complete revolution, it will be 6 into 2 pi. So 6 2s are 12 pi radian. Therefore, in 1 second, the wheel turns an angle of 12 pi radian. So 2 pi for one complete revolution. For 6 complete revolution, 6 into 2 pi radian. So 6 into 2 pi radian is 12 pi radian. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the fourth question. Here, find the degree measure of the angle subtended at the center of the circle of radius 100 centimeter by an arc length 22 centimeter. Here the radian is not given directly. So first we have to convert it into a radian form. We know that theta is equal to L by R. That is, the angle theta is equal to the arc length by the radius of the circle. So this is called as the radian, right? So here theta is equal to angle length is given, that is 22 by 100. Okay. So 100 is the radius and 22 is the angle length. So 22 by 100 is given here. So this is the radian, where we have to convert this radian to, so we have to convert this radian to a degree measure. So in order to convert radian to degree measure, so first we need to multiply it with 180 by pi. So 22 by 100 into 180 by, so pi is 22 by 7 will come upside. So 22 get cancels, 0 get cancels. So 18 7s are, so it will be 126 divided by 10. So 126 divided by 10. Next we need to convert it into a form of mixed fraction so that we can get a degree form of it, right? So 126 we can take it directly as 2 5s are and 2 63s are. So that is 63 by 5. So next we can divide it. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. So 3 will be the remainder. 5 already there in the denominator. So instead of 63 by 5, we can write it as 12 3 by 5. Here the 12 will become a degree here. So 12 degree and 3 by 5, again it will become a degree. We need to convert degree to minutes. So 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So according to that, we have to convert 12 degree plus. So when you are converting a certain thing, you have to include a addition symbol here. So 3.5 degree to 60 minutes. So 5 1s are 5, 1 carry, 5 2s are 10, 12 3s are 36. So 12 degree, so 12 3s are 36 minutes. So the radian of 22 by 100, okay, 22 by 100 radian is equal to 12 degree 36 minutes. Okay, I hope you understood this. Moving on to the fifth question. So here the fifth question is, in a circle of diameter 40 centimeter, the circle has a diameter of 40 centimeter. So if diameter is 40 centimeter, then the radius is 40 divided by 2, that is equal to 20 centimeter. Next is the length of the chord. So chord is this line. So this AB is said to be a chord and which has a length of 20 centimeter. So AB be a chord of length 20 centimeter. So we need to find the minor arc. One thing you have to notice here. So let this be a circle. So this is the origin, means the center of the circle. The line drawn above or below this diameter. So this center line is said to be the diameter, right? The center line, the line which passes through the center is said to be a diameter. So any line which is above or below this diameter is said to be a chord. It can be any number of lines. Okay, so these are chords. So here AB is a chord. Next, OA and OB are the radius of the circle, which is equal to 20, and chord AB is also 20 centimeter. So next is the length of the minor arc. So you have to know what is a minor arc and what is a major arc. So in a circle, if we write a chord and if we join it by the radius, see, if we write a chord, two arcs will be formed. So the arc which form at the below of the chord and the arc which form the above of the chord. So this is a arc. Okay. So one circle is there and you will draw a chord. So the arc which is below the chord, the lower section. Okay, this much arc is said to be minor arc, and above the chord, the arc which is formed. So this much section is said to be major arc. Okay, so here they have asked us to find out the length of the minor arc. So this arc we need to find out. Arc AB. So this arc AB we need to find out. Okay, so here let AB be the chord of length 20 centimeter. You have to draw this circle. So circle with the chord AB, and here O is the center of the circle. OA and OB are the radius, which is also equal to 20 centimeter. So this is the angle formed here. So this angle is considered as theta. Okay, and AB, OA and OB are 20 centimeter. So let us write the data of it. That is, in triangle AOB, OA and OB is the radius of the circle, right? OA and OB are the radius of the circle, which is equal to 20 centimeter. So next is chord. Chord AB is equal to 20 centimeter. Since the radius and chord all are of same length, it will become an equilateral triangle. Since all the sides are equal, triangle AOB will become an equilateral triangle. Okay, thus triangle AOB is an equilateral triangle, right? Since all the sides are equal, it will become an equilateral triangle, and equilateral triangle has an angle of 60 degree. So theta angle is 60 degree because an equilateral triangle will be having an angle of 60 degree. Okay, so first we need to convert this 60 degree into radian. How we need to convert it? So we need to multiply it with 5 by 180. So 60 ones are 60 threes are. So 60 degree is equal to pi by 3 radian. So this is the conversion of degree to radian. So next what we have to find out? We know that in a circle of radius r unit, you need to write all these things, r unit, and arc length. So arc length is this, AB is the arc length. Okay, so arc length L units, subtends an angle theta. An angle theta. So therefore what happens? Theta is equal to L by R. So theta is degree 60, where we have converted into pi by 3. So instead of this theta, we can write it as pi by 3. So next is L. L is the arc length. So this L is the arc length, where we can write it as AB arc. Okay, this can signifies the arc length. divided by radius is 20, right? What we have to find out? AB we need to find out. If we need to find out AB arc, we need to shift this 20, cross multiplication we have to do. So it will become pi into 20. So we have made cross multiplication here, okay? So pi into 20 divided by 3 is equal to AB arc length. So we can't divide 3 to 20. So we can simply write it as AB, that is the arc length AB is equal to 20 pi by 3 centimeter. So this is the length of minor arc. Okay. So this is the length of minor arc. I hope you understood this. Do it step by step, it will come easily. Moving on to the sixth question. The sixth question is, if in two circles, arc of same length subtend angles 60 degree and 75 degree at the center, find the ratio of their radii. So there are two circles. We don't know what is the radius of it. One may be the larger circle and another may be a smaller circle. We don't know the radius of it. So let it be R1, R2. Okay, the radius of the first circle be R1 and the radius of the second circle be R2. But the length of an arc, so the length of a, let us consider it as a minor arc. Okay, we don't know which arc is that, but the length of the arc is same. Okay, so if the length of this arc is 1, for example, so AB is also 1. Okay, both the circles arc length is same. So arc length of both the circle is same. We have to find out, that is, but it has formed the angle at different angle. The arc length is same, but for one circle it is a 60 degree angle and for another circle it is 75 degree. Okay, the theta formation by this arc length is different because the radius is different. Since the radius is different, the arc length of one circle is 60 and the arc length of, the angle formed by the arc length is different. One is 60 and the one is 75, but the length of the arc is same. We need to find out the radius of the first circle and the radius of the second circle, the ratio of it. Okay, so first one, that is in circle C1, let us consider it as circle C1. Okay, in circle C1, in the first circle, radius is R1. So theta is 60 degree. So degree we need to convert it into radian. So 61 za and 63 za, it is pi by 3 radian. Okay, for the first circle. So next for the second circle, that is circle 2. In circle 2, radius is R2. So here theta is 75 degree into pi by 180. So let us take 5 ones are tables. So 5 ones are 5, 6, 7, 2 carry, 5, 5 are 25. Here 5 3s are 15, 3 carry, 5 6 are 30. Next here the remaining is 15 pi by 36. So let us do it one more time. So 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 5 12s are 36. So theta is equal to 3 5s are. It is 3 5s are. 3 5s are 15 and 3 12s are. So it is, so it will become 5 pi by, it is 3 5s are 15 and 3 12s are. So 5 pi by 12 radian. So this is the radian, that is the theta of second circle. So since we have got both, we know that, so WKT is, we know that circle of radius R unit with arc length L, then theta is equal to L by R, right? So here L is not given. L is same in both the section, L is same. But we don't know the arc length of it. Both are same, but we don't know the length. So we just make this formula as L is equal to, I am just cross multiplying it, it will become R theta. Okay, so let this be equation number 1. Equation number 1, because we have interchanged the formula into a new one. So by cross multiplying, L is equal to theta R. And L is same in both the circles, right? L is same in both the circles. So in first case, r1 theta 1 is equal to r2 theta 2. Why it happened? r1 theta 1 is equal to r2 theta 2. So this is theta 1 and this is theta 2. Why? Because L is same in both the circles. If L is same, so because L is equal to L, L1 is equal to L2. So the arc length of first circle is equal to arc length of second circle. And L1 is R1 theta 1 and L2 is R2 theta 2. So what is R1? So radius of first one, we don't know that. We have to find it out. But theta 1 we know. Theta 1 is pi by 3. Right? Next is R2. So R2 also we don't know. But theta 2 is 5 pi by 12. Right? So here pi get cancels. So remaining is R1 by 3 is equal to R2 into 5 by 12. Now we have to take the ratio. Here in the question they have asked us to find out the ratio of the radii. Okay, ratio means I will be taking R2 in the denominator. So it will become R1 by R2 and I will be shifting 3 to this side. So 3 into 5 divided by 12. So it become 3 5s are 15 by 12. So 3 5s are 15 and 3 4s are 12. Therefore, the ratio of R1 by R2, that is the radius of first circle by radius of second circle, is equal to 5 by 4. So this is the ratio of the radii. Okay. Therefore, ratio of the radii is equal to 5:4, or else you can write it as 5 by 4. Both are same. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the last question of this session. It is question 7. So question 7 is find the angle in radian through which the pendulum swings. So you might have seen in a laboratory a pendulum in which a stand will be there, and at the tip of the stand a rope will be connected, a thin rope, and at the edge of it a small bob. Bob means a small iron ball will be connected. This is the construction of a pendulum. Okay. So here what they have given, the radius is given. That is, the radius is given as 75 centimeter. So radius is from here to here. This is the radius, and the initial position of the pendulum will be this straight line. When we swing it, it will move to either direction. It will swing like this. A pendulum swings like this. If it swings, it makes a certain angle. So the angle is theta, and when it swings in either ways, it will form an arc length. Okay, so this is the arc length and this is theta angle made by the pendulum, and this is the radius of it. So what we have to do is, since radius is given for a certain arc length, we don't know at what length the bob has been swinged. Okay, we don't know at what length the bob swings. So they have given 3 arc lengths. One, it is 10 centimeter, the arc length is 10, and again it will be 15, and again it will be 21, the arc length. So for this arc length, since the radius is also given here, we need to find out the theta in each case. That is the angle made by this pendulum at each case. Okay, so we know that the formula for it is theta is equal to L by R. In the first case, theta is equal to L by R. So theta we need to find out. L is 10 and radius is R is 75. Okay, so I will be dividing it by 5. So 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, 2 carry, 5 5s are 25. So in the first case, theta is 2 by 15 radian. So when the arc length is 10 centimeter, the theta, the angle made by the bob or the pendulum will be 2 by 15 radian. So next is L is equal to 15. So again use the same formula. Theta is equal to L by R. Theta is equal to L is 15 here, and the radius is same 75. So 15 1s are 15 5s are 75. So here theta is equal to 1 by 5 radian. So 1 by 5 radian. So when the arc length is 15, the angle made by that bob will be 1 by 5 radian. The last one is 21 centimeter. So here theta is equal to L by R. The same thing we need to write. Theta is equal to 21 by radius is 75. Okay. So 3 7s are 21. 3 2s are 6. 1 carry. 3 5s are 15. So theta is equal to 7 by 25 radian. Okay. So when arc length is 10, The radian will be, the theta will be 2 by 15. When arc length is 15, it will be 1 by 5. And when it is 21, it will be 7 by 25. So this is the last problem of this session. If you have any doubts, queries, or any suggestions on the video, please comment me on the comment section. Thank you. Thanks for watching the videos.